Joining us now.
He's a lanky guy.
Joining us now is a man who has become an absolute superstar. In his first three high school games, he scored 7 touchdowns. So it was immediate. Oh, this dude's a dude. He takes a year off, comes in after winning a national championship, comes into the NFL. First 3 games has 4 touchdowns. How you doing? Keep it moving. I am here. It is me. He has gone on to be dominant. This past weekend in New Orleans, him and Joey Burrow in the second half combined for 2 tuds, one with 2 minutes left. Then he punts a fucking ball as a celebration. A stallion of a wide receiver. Ladies and gentlemen, about to be a perennial All-Pro and Hall of Famer, JaMarr Chase.
Yeah!
What's up, man?
How y'all doing? Thanks for having me.
No problem. I don't know if you caught the tail end of our conversation. We're real excited about the Jeezy album coming out this evening. It's going to be bangers, we think. It's going to be good for everybody, JaMarr.
Yeah, I heard y'all talking about it. I'm going to listen to it. Okay. Give it a shot.
Hey, Taylor Swift also has an album dropping tonight, I guess. Is Taylor in the repertoire or no?
I'm going to say no about that.
No, all right. No offense, Taylor. Congrats on all the success, man. You're really good. Every mic'd up thing that we hear from you, too, you seem to be just the most calm, cool, collected guy. You telling Joey Burrow when there's like 2:30 or maybe 3 minutes left in the game, down 2, mic'd up, hey, let's just go score a touchdown. Then literally a couple seconds later, he hits you and you score. Where does that confidence come from? Have you always had that? Did you know coming into the league you're going to be able to do what you would do? And why does it happen, you think?
Yeah, for me, confidence is one of the biggest things in football. And not just in football, but just the position I play. I have to be confident in my skill set and what I see. And, I've been doing that a lot lately. But it's always, hard when, you're getting different looks all the time from different players and, different teams every game.
So when you're a rookie, how many games in did it start becoming like, oh, they are setting up secondaries to try to beat me? And was there ever a welcome to the NFL, like football IQ moment for you that you can recall?
I know, when I played Kansas City, I'll say that was like my welcoming game because that was my first time playing against Tyron. And he was one of the best safety that was disguising everything. You never knew what he was in. You never knew what their defense was in because Tyron was always moving around, and you had to watch what he was doing, late snap, pre-snap read. So I'll say that game was probably my welcoming game. And
what did you have to find out about yourself? Were you confused? Were you and Joey Burrow figured it out? Or what was it in that game that you guys said, you know what, we're going to be able to do this thing?
It's just me reading the coverage, just seeing what I'm believing. And, that game really showed, a lot of what I can see and read out with my eyes and just play football. So that was the biggest key.
I hear you dressed Joe Burrow. People say Joe Burrow was the reason you got drafted over an offensive lineman. You and Joe Burrow have become the Aaron and Devontae of this next generation, it feels like, so quickly. There's always high expectations of you and Joe Burrow. Why are you and Joe Burrow the way you are?
Yeah, it started from college, man, just working in the summertime, getting our routes, timing together, us hanging out, not talking about football, the small things that, makes a relationship between us two. And, we work on it a lot. We see each other every day, and it's always fun being around him. You
dress him, you buy him clothes, and how far out are you planning those outfits where he comes in as Joe Burr to the games?
Yeah, so I've never dressed Joe. I've only bought some clothes for him one time. I bought some pants for him. He has yet to get the pants because he's so tall that way. I got to wait for the order to come in because his pants is real specific. So
when you took the year off, were you talking to Joe throughout that entire time? Did you guys remain close, remain friends? Or did you guys take a year off from chatting because we didn't know what the business was going to do? And then when you get to Cincinnati, it's like old friends once again, like everybody is that's college teammates.
Yeah, during my opt-out, majority of the time I was talking to Justin. Justin Jefferson, me and him was chopping up a lot. And me and Joe was talking a good bit. We talked early in the season. We didn't talk really late in the season until after the season was over when he knew the pick was coming in. So, yeah, that was about it. That was the only person I was really talking to.
What have you seen from Joe in the NFL versus Joe at LSU?
I see nothing different, man. He's cool, calm, collected. He has that swag with him. But one thing about him, he's always getting smarter, and he continues to show me, how smart he's getting and was. So that's somebody I like to be around like that.
2 tuds in New Orleans. back in Louisiana. The Bengals just posted a video from their social media talking to your parents and talking to your high school football coach in the town you come back from. There was 100% chance you were going to take over the game back in Louisiana. Yeah, we all knew that. We should have known that.
I don't know if it was 100% chance. I definitely came in with that mindset about me taking the game over, since it was my hometown.
Whenever you score this one right here and you come back, get off of me. 100% we're scoring a touchdown here. When the play is called, is that the exact route you ran and then you just made a play, or is that something you and Joe Burrow read and figure out?
Yeah, that's how a normal play call. And me and Joe just on the same page with the back shoulder on how the defenders playing me, and we've been on money with that for a long time now. And after I make a catch, it's just make a play.
And when you punt the ball, you said you try to get that thing into the upper deck. I think it went right. You turn that sideways. You should drop that thing straight. Are we going to see another punt out of you, or a little bit bigger bomb, or no?
Nah, that was God looking out for me, telling me don't do that again.
Ty, your question for JaMarr.
JaMarr, when you first got into the NFL and training camp, a lot of the media, there was this kind of bullshit story that came out that you couldn't catch the ball, whether it was the stripes on the college ball weren't there anymore. So people were making a big deal about it, and you obviously shut them up pretty quickly because you came out of the gate just on fire. But did that affect you at all? Was it kind of crazy? Like, you're this high draft pick and you light things up at LSU, and then you get to the NFL and maybe have like one or two bad days and people are like, oh, this guy stinks. Like, did that ever get to you, or was it the type of thing where it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to shut these people up real quick?
I could say it had a toll on me. It was a little mentally draining, just knowing I was getting attacked, just getting into the lead, not much is happening. I sat out a whole year. It just took a little minute for me to get back into the rhythms and things, get used to the offense again. And, once all that was coming on, I wasn't really worried about it. Joe helped me pick myself back up and get back on the road.
Yeah, Joe said that has since stopped. He's actually said in the interview, I remember a couple weeks in, and I don't want to go back to it, but Ty brings up a good point. Those conversations were actually happening.
Loud.
Oh, JaMarr can't catch a ball. And you're saying that since you took the year off, was it just all happening so fast? You weren't back into routes running? What was it, you think?
When you sit off of football a whole year and you finally play your first real game, your game speed is different from practice speed. So you got to get used to the contact, the helmets. You got to get used to knowing how to speed up routes, how to quicken up routes and everything. So it's all timing things that I had to get used to again and just be ready for it when it was time for the real season to come.
How about whenever you come into your second year as opposed to your first year? What do you think you've learned from last year, and what did you grow in, you think, coming into this second year?
I feel like the most I learned last year was just the offense-wise. That was my biggest thing coming into the season, was learn every part of the offense that I can so I could have a chance to move around and so we can make this offense a lot better. And, I felt like the best thing that I learned so far was just me getting down to defenses and knowing the adjustments I need to make. So that was my biggest two keys that I had coming into this next season.
Are you a film guy, walkthrough guy, experience guy? What is your learning style?
Yeah, I'm a walkthrough guy. I like walking through it to get the full experience of it. I watch film too, so film isn't something that I, always do, but I definitely love watching film, checking out the defenders, reading the coverages, so I do both.
Well, hey, I'm happy you guys got that bubble. You can do some walkthroughs and congratulations for that. Darius, your question for JaMarr Chase.
Yeah, JaMarr, speaking of those coverages and going from year one to year two, obviously you jumped onto the scene, broke all the rookie records, but now year two, all the defenses, Cant, you're a game record. Coming into the week, you're the first guy we talking about. I watched the film, I see the safeties leaning. Number one, how frustrating can that get for you, and how different is it for you now in year two from year one? And pregame, we talked music a little bit. What's your musical selections pregame? What's your choice?
Not Taylor Swift.
I'm gonna start with the music first. So my music taste is, I try to get a little hype. I listen to Lil Herb, Kodak. I play a little bit of Wayne when I get a chance to try to get my blood pumping a little bit. ESTG feature. So I got a lot of different choices, but the second question is just I can't even remember the second question. What
The
was it?
safety shading towards you,
Okay.
being the game wrecker in everybody's eyes. Now all eyes are on
Yeah.
you in your second year as opposed to maybe early in year one.
Right. So with that, it had me a little frustrated in the beginning of the season because I know it was gonna come. I didn't know it was gonna be so intense on just stopping me, double team.
Oh yeah, he taking one out the game.
Right. I realized that very quickly how how they trying to take me out the game, and once that started happening, I had no choice but to really learn the offense more. That way I can move around, and I'm prepared for anything Zach throws at me, so I'm ready.
What do you think about Zach? His first couple of years as head coach, it did not appear as if he was going to be a head coach for too long in the NFL. He didn't have it. Then you and Joe come in, and the offense does his thing. You make it to a Super Bowl. What are your thoughts about him, how he runs the team?
Yeah, I like Zach Taylor, man. He's doing an outstanding job right now. He had a terrific game plan last game, and I think we're going to build on those game plans. He's going to get better at, what he has in his room and how he's using us, and we can't wait to see how he's going to do that. So I think I like what Zach's doing right now, and I hope everybody on the same page with me.
That's such a terrible question for me to ask you. Could you imagine if he goes, I actually don't fucking like the guy.
He's terrible.
I hear what everybody's saying.
They're right.
I accidentally retweeted one time like Cam Hayward. No, I'm joking. I'm happy to hear that, though, from within the building. It seems like the team does love him, and it feels like you can't make a Super Bowl with a guy and not. So that's great to hear the behind-the-closed-doors type stuff. Connor, your question for JaMarr.
Yeah, JaMarr, after the Mike Gesicki gritty on Sunday, do you and Justin Jefferson have any plans to kind of make a tutorial video maybe so that never happens again?
Listen, that guy is just doing his own thing, man. He's having fun out there doing the gritty. It's not the right way to do the gritty, but he definitely out there doing this thing, having fun. I'm not mad at him, but we need to give him some lessons. He need to look up gritty tutorial videos on YouTube so he could get it down.
Hey, that locker room down at LSU. I mean, what a fucking place, huh? You guys had some dogs down there. So much talent down there. Alums down there. Coach O, we've heard stories.
Odell.
About Coach O down there. Obviously, after the national championship with Odell, LSU seems like they have a chance to come back. What are your thoughts on the state of the program?
Man, I hope they do great. I'm always rooting for them. They definitely been picking up the pace since these past couple of games. I'm proud they beat Florida. I had a bet. The dude backed out the bet, so I was going to put him in some LSU gear and put him on Twitter and stuff. So I like what LSU doing.
Who was it? Who backed out?
Evan McPherson.
Wow.
Money Mac.
Why did he back out? What happened? He just said, "No, I don't got faith."
That's it right there. That's it right there.
Wow, you're normally forced into that type of thing.
That's like man law.
You are,
That's
yeah.
man law.
Hey, I like the Money Mac was like. Sorry,
I don't like it. I don't love it, Pat.
Well, you don't love it because he's a kicker, it sounds like. You know what I mean?
Saying, it's man law for everybody.
It is, though. Like, my immediate thought is you have to do that.
Hold on, man. Did you do like when anybody played Connecticut? Were you like, yeah,
I had
Connecticut's
to.
got
This
it?
dude lost money like every week.
I just got some money though for TY. It's FYU.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Hey, here we go.
First
Way
one
to
of
go.
the season.
Hey,
LSU.
catch a nut every now and then.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, I like the Money Mac said no, but also that's a bad look for the kickers and the punters here. That's a tough thing. He's a guy, though, huh? He fits in the locker room well. It seems like he kicks the fuck out of the ball every single time he kicks it.
Yeah, man. Evan's a good dude. I'm always chatting with him. Me and him always talking, playing around. But I like Evan, man. He's always making kicks during practice. He's always on the money. That's why we call him Money Mac. So, he's outstanding. Yeah.
How's your team? How are the vibes on the team? Do you guys have music playing in the locker room, music on the field? You seem to be a younger group, tighter group. How is the vibes around the locker room? You guys playing cards? What are we doing? We got any of that stuff going on?
We got ping pong. We got dice. We got cards. We got basketball. We got music. We got it all. It's like a playground over here.
Well, good. Keep winning, because winning the playground's a lot more fun. Losing the playground, not as fun. But with you on the field, I don't see how they're going to continue to ever lose again. You are the fucking man. Continue to kill it. We appreciate you, JaMarr.
Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Hey, we have maybe a worse gritty than Gesicki.
Oh boy.
Let me see it. I need to see it.
Yeah, here we go.
It's not that bad.
No, we got a video. I think we got the video.
no,
I think
yeah.
we actually have the video.
Oh, my Lord.
Is that when Justin was on the stage too?
Yeah.
Oh, there's you.
Oh, no.
Said it was a 10.
You can see the disappointment in his face.
Yeah, that's not it right there. That's
Yeah, JaMarr, he disrespected it all, but it was an honor. It was an honor to those who can crush it, which is you. Ladies and gentlemen, JaMarr Chase. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, more.